It's time to meet the starting lineups for the teams, beginning with the visiting Brooklyn Nets. At shooting guard, Joe Harris. At center, Blake Griffin. At power forward, Bruce Brown. At the other guard position, James Harden. At the other forward position, Kevin Durant. The head coach of the visiting team is Steve Nash. Basketball fans, please welcome to the starting lineup for your Toronto Raptors. At small forward, 6'7", number 14, Svetoslav Mikhailov. In the middle, standing 6'8", number 5, Precious Achiuwa. At guard, 6'5", number 33, Gary Trent Jr. At forward, 6'7", number 3, O.G. Anunoby. At guard, 6'1", number 23, Brett Your Toronto Raptors head coach is Nick Nurse.
It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Hello, basketball fans. Brian Anderson here, courtside with Doris Burke and Grant Hill. Our reporter is Allie LaForce. Allie, take...
BA the Rap.
And these terrific fans, miss them too, Allie. Thanks. Now that we're into November, let's see how the Eastern Conference standings are shaking out. You take a look at the Nets, still early, but they have the third best record in the conference. And of course there's Toronto. They're just 4 spots down from them.
Well, right now for Toronto, they failed to deliver the great season people were hoping for, but it's far from hopeless. Plenty of time to turn things around for them.
It's an amazing thing. If you can get a couple of wins, generate some momentum, you've got to believe they'll be just fine.
Now the opening lineup for the Brooklyn Nets. James Harden out there with Joe Harris. Then it's Bruce Brown. Then there's Blake Griffin. And it's Durant in at the 3. And for the Raptors, Van Vliet and Trent Jr. at the guard spots. O.G. Anunoby out there with Precious Achiuwa. And it's Mikhailuk in at the small forward position. Brown, nice start for him, sinking his first shot. And a lot of interest in the early part of the season to see how teams have changed with the addition of new pieces, Doris.
Yeah, or perhaps the development of existing players. It's fascinating to watch. Always great to see those teams that have taken the next step.
And it's the Raptors with the ball, following the bucket by the Nets. Outside Anunoby. And there's a pick. 6 to shoot. Van Vliet outside. Over Harden. And again, Toronto no good.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Pass to Griffin. Now here's Durant, guarded by Van Vliet. With the fadeaway. And that one's good by Durant.
Well, because of the size, Kevin Durant can get a clean look from mid-range pretty much any time he wants.
Van Vliet, the pass to Trent. Achiuwa with a screen on Harris. The drive by Van Vliet. And James Harden pulls it down.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take. Boy, when you watch Fred VanVleet, now an NBA champion, incredible to think that he went undrafted back in 2016, and that was after what was a tremendous college career.
Now here's Durant. We saw him with 29 points in his last game. And it's slammed in by Durant.
Boy, how about the finish by Kevin Durant? Just gets up with such ease.
Impressive looks on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. VanVleet, the pass to Anunoby. Back to VanVleet. Just over 2.5 minutes played here in the first. And just look what he did in college. VanVleet often saved his best play for the biggest games, Doris.
Yeah, he did, and that translated to the NBA because he played a key role in the Raptors championship run. He has that clutch gene, he is fearless, and guys, I'm just going to call it. Fred VanVleet is a winner.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. This game against Toronto here, it's their first look at the Raptors.
And while they were regarded as the better team, they actually lost the season series last year. Of course, matchups play a big part in that.
Tipped, and he gets it back. Griffin, a screen on Trent. Just 4 to shoot. Harris. Second chance effort. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And the Raptors with some changes. Birch, he's checked in for Achua. And Dragic has subbed in for Trent. For Toronto, they've gone just 1 of 6 to begin the game. And Toronto calls time here.
You know, Blake Griffin's NBA career certainly didn't have humble beginnings. I mean, he won the slam dunk contest and Rookie of the Year in his debut season. He really hit the ground running.
Ladies and gentlemen, your North Side Crew.
Boucher's checked in for Toronto. Flynn comes in for VanVleet. And now a look back at last year's top shooting teams in the NBA. Number 1, the Nets.
Tremendous efficiency on offense. They were willing to put in their work to get great looks.
.143 left in the first quarter. Poke loose. It's an even 3-on-3 break. Carter inside. Boucher on him. And here's Mills for 3. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Mills.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
That'll put some fear into the shooters, and he made sure to do it early, too.
Toronto trailing. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Now here's Dragic. He's guarded by Mills. Aldridge against Dragic. Oh, it's blocked by Aldridge.
A quick leaper with good instincts. Aldridge can be so disruptive as a defender.
Just 3 to shoot. Here's Boucher for 3. He can't hit that time. And Brooklyn going the other way now. Carter, the pass to Johnson. Now here's Mills. Back to Johnson. There's a screen by Aldridge. And it's rejected. To the inside. And that one's good. Flynn.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Now here's Carter. Not a lot of room. From 15 feet away. That's short off the rim. Toronto shooting just 22% in the early stages of this one. Here's Flynn. Boucher a screen on Carter.
Ref's calling it close already as he picks up a quick early foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup for the Nets, Paul Millsap.
Dragic outside. Right side, Anunoby. Here's Boucher. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Well, good close contest so far. And with his team playing well on their home floor, Goran Dragic.
It's easier to play home. You play in front of your fans. You're sleeping in your bed, and everything feels better. But still, we need to be locked in from the first minute to the last, and play the same with intensity, with energy, like we did so far at home.
There's nothing like home cooking.
That's the truth. But you've got to be wary of those trap games. Like he said, you got to bring it no matter where you're playing.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. All right, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
So on the floor for Brooklyn, Bruce Brown is out there with Kevin Durant. Then it's Joe Harris. Then it's James Harden. And it's Millsap in at the 5.
And this is what we call a sniper from the outside. Joe Harris, a knockdown shooter. I'm not sure James Harden has ever been labeled a point guard, despite the fact that he's a great facilitator. But last year, boy, that's exactly what he became. He took that challenge and ran with it.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Brian. Well, you want to talk about a super team. Last season, the Brooklyn Nets became the only team in NBA history to boast 6 players who made it all NBA over their career. Guys, the roster has changed just a bit, but make no mistake, this team remains loaded in a way we don't see too often.
No question, Allie. Good stuff there. Thanks. Now here's Harris. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Here's Durant. Achua with the rebound. And it was Kyrie Irving who vocalized that Harden should play the point.
You never know exactly what Kyrie's thinking, but boy, his IQ is unbelievable. He knew the dynamic between himself, Harden, and Durant, and when he told James to play the point guard, that is when this team took off.
Offensive rebound. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out.
And to me, this is a common theme that's running through the league right now. Guys looking to leak out rather than box out.
Now here's Durant, scoring around 28.5 points a game. A very talented offensive player. Griffin's shot is off. The Raptors have got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Pass to Achua. Achua with a screen on Harden. Here's Van Vliet. Uses the glass on the layup. And the Raptors lead by 1.
Now you see the wherewithal of Fred Van Vliet. Finds the soft spot in the defense and converts.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Outside Durant. And he knocks it down. He's 3 of 5 now from the floor.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Trent, the pass to Birch. Trent against Harris. And the basket by Trent. Well, Grant, does it seem like teams are carrying fewer specialists than they used to?
B.A., I actually think there's more specialists. I mean, think about it. You have certain players who can do everything, who are versatile, who can carry a team. But then you surround them and complement them with guys who can knock down open jump shots. So I actually think you have more specialists, a lot of them being shooters who can space the floor for their ball club.
With the drive. And so it looks like the Raptors will retain possession here. And let's use this time to have a look at last year's steals leaders. In the third spot, Fred VanVleet.
Last year, he was really opportunistic defensively, creating havoc.
And about 3 minutes played now in the second quarter. And the basket by Trent.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's Harden. His last outing, we saw him score 13. Durant. Achua with the rebound. Achua's got 6 rebounds in the game. Trent against Harris. Trent outside. Pass to VanVleet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Birch with a screen on Harden. The Raptors need to get off a shot. Another shot. Ooh, Griffin with the steal. They push it up 4 on 3. And it's stolen by VanVleet. And there's the lob. Achua with the dunk.
Well, we know that Fred VanVleet can be relied upon to find the open man. This guy's so consistently good at it.
Brooklyn trailing. Brooklyn calls timeout.
Hard to think of a player who's transformed more than VanVleet. Undrafted, spent some time in the G League. Now he's a primary catalyst for his team.
3 t-shirts. Let's see who's the loudest. Ladies and gentlemen, your North Side Crew.
So Toronto going with almost an entire new group here. Boucher's checked in for Birch. Anunoby comes in for Mikhailuk. Flynn, he's checked in for Trent. And Dragic has subbed in for Fred VanVleet. Here's Bembry. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Pass to Aldridge. Achua with the rebound. Achua's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Outside for Boucher. From outside, off the mark. For Brooklyn, they've got 2 of 7 attempts to drop since the end of the first quarter. Tries the spin move. Cash, Mills with the bucket.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
The Raptors have gotten 6 of 10 shots to drop in the second. Nice work. Pass to Boucher. Here's Dragic. Good D by Aldridge. The Nets have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. Here's Bembry. Oh, rejected by Boucher. Here's Flynn. 3-pointer. The shot that time not on target. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's the Raptors up 3. And we'll be right back after.
Hello there, folks. Toronto Raptors and our featured match.
There's been a ton of energy in this building tonight. And the way this one's going, they're going to need the energy down the stretch. It's a tight ball game, and their fans know how to give them a lift when they need it.
And now let's talk about the clash of the Titans in that first half. Big time for. And that about does it for us. Now for the good stuff as we get set to resume the second half.
What? We're not any good?
Ernie, we've been friends since 1989, but I resent that, Ernie.
We'll settle it off camera, one at a time. You first, Jet.
I'm sorry.
I was just playing, Ernie.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams trying to gain an edge. The Raptors with a lead. VanVleet and Trent Jr. at the guard spots. Achua is out there with OG Anunoby. And it's Mikhailuk in at the 3 slot. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. Achua with a screen on Harden. Here's VanVleet. The shot off that time. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Here's Harris. Out of bounds. Nets ball as Brooklyn keeps possession. And we've got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
Oh my, and that was textbook defense, positioning himself well to send it back.
Van Vliet against Harden. Pass to Harris. Back to Harden. Rebounded by Mikhailuk. And it's Toronto's ball. 3-point lead. Anunoby can't get it to go. Brooklyn shooting at 32% from the floor. Not good. Harden, the pass to Brown. Second half rolling along. About a minute played here. Durant against Anunoby. 4 on the clock. Goes up on the wing. That one off the back iron and out. Pass to Trent. Van Vliet on the wing. Pounded by Harris. Releases from 15. Here's Achua. Achua with the dunk.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Just an awesome display of athleticism on our AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Durant, and the Nets miss again.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Harden against Van Vliet. Trent outside. Hits it from the high post. And it's a 7-point Toronto lead.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Pass to Griffin. Back to Harden. Over Van Vliet. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Raptors have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Trent outside. And here's Van Vliet. Jacks up a 3. Counted from distance. Van Vliet's got 7 points in the game.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
Pass to Durant. Outside Harden. To end the run. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Here's Mikhailuk. Off target with the 3. The Nets have gotten 0 shots to go out of 6 attempts. Griffin passes to Harden. Screen by Griffin. Here's Durant. And the layup is good off the glass. Give him 8.
Now, the length is a problem, right? Kevin Durant on the drive, hard to stop.
A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Timeout called, the Raptors. And KD always in the debate over who's the top dog in this league.
And what's interesting is he doesn't really want any part of that discussion. He said, one thing I told myself, don't worry about who people say is the best player. Blocking out distractions is key to achieving greatness.
So Toronto going with almost an entire new group here. Birch, he's checked in for Achua. Boucher comes in for Mikhailuk. Flynn, he's checked in for Trent. And Dragic has subbed in for Van Vliet. Dragic passes to Boucher. 1:19 left in the third. There's a screen by Birch. And Dragic, here we go. Pass to Birch. And Millsap pulls it down. And here's Carter. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Oh, rejected by Boucher. Mills, no good. For Toronto, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter.
Next foul, DeAndre Denver. That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
So it's Toronto now. They've only allowed 2 points so far in the second half.
The D feels like it's everywhere, and that pass should not have been made.
Pass to Mills. 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Oh, rejected by Boucher. Stolen by Mills. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
That's his first.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the point.
First one falls for him. So the Nets making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in. Good on both.
That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
Toronto's gone 1 for 2 from outside the arc in this third quarter. Now here's Dragic. He's guarded by Mills. Dragic with it. Shoots over Mills. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. It's the Raptors up 6. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports.
All right, we'll be coming on court. Come on and get loud.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have more action in store for us. Brooklyn trailing. So on the floor for Brooklyn, they've got Bruce Brown, Joe Harris out there with James Harden. Then there's Kevin Durant, and it's Aldridge in at the center position, locking down the middle. Here's Durant, and the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Toronto.
We've seen them make the extra effort defensively, rotating, closing out airspace, and sending shots back.
The number of second chance points they've gotten has also been big. They've kept so many possessions alive with offensive rebounds.
And, of course, Kevin Durant signing a big extension this summer, fresh off a gold medal for the U.S., where he was the most dominant player in the world in Tokyo. And now locked in his next 4 years with the Brooklyn Nets. A great deal for him and a great deal for his squad.
Harden, the pass to Durant. Harden against Dragic. And the call will be against James Harden. That's his first foul.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Griffin, he's checked in for Brooklyn. The Raptors with a lead. Now Van Vliet. Boucher on the screen. Van Vliet outside. Boucher down low, pounded by Harris. And the basket by Boucher. And the Raptors lead by 5.
It's nice to see they're not settling for three-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
And stolen by Dragic. They've got numbers. That shot is off. The Nets go the other way with it.
I'll tell you, even though he's not playing his best basketball, the team has played well and picked it up. I love it.
Pass to Griffin. Here's Durant, defended by Dragic. Durant, no good. The Raptors have gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Oh, stolen by Harden. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Got a hand on it. Now here's Dragic. Boucher a screen on Harden. Dragic against Durant. Now here's Dragic. Defense is right there.
Maybe the most underrated aspect of Kevin Durant's abilities as a basketball player, the defensive end.
Brown can't hit. And for the Raptors, they're shooting 34% so far in this one. Dragic finds Van Vliet. If you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
Never easy to stop this guy at the rim, but that is a beautiful contest right there.
And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
A great job to establish position and square up.
And the Raptors with some changes. Achua comes in for Birch, and it's Trent in for Dragic. Timeout called, the Raptors.
It's now an opportunity to take a break and talk about their strategy moving forward.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
Anunoby, he's checked in for Boucher. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse had to say to the team, and he implored them to be patient at the offensive end. He wants to use every second of the shot clock. He said, quote, if we take care of the ball and take our time and play D, this game is ours.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. They grabbed their own miss. Durant with it, and it's Anunoby picking him up. Outside Durant. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron, and it falls. Durant's got 5 points now in the quarter.
But Kevin Durant has the kind of handle and creativity to get by defensive players off the dribble drive. Nicely done.
Achua with a screen on Harris. Here's Trent. That shot off. Oh, great D that time from Griffin. For Brooklyn, they've gotten only 2 of 6 attempts to drop in the fourth. Screen by Griffin from 11 feet away. That's good from Durant on the assist by Harden. And now just a 1-point Toronto lead.
Guys, so difficult to disrupt Kevin Durant's rhythm. The release point's so good. He can score from 3 levels. This guy is unstoppable.
Harris against Trent. Oh, great D that time from Harris. The Nets have gotten 3 of 7 attempts in this fourth quarter to fall. Griffin passes to Harris. Now here's Durant. Defense right on him. And there's the drive. Yes!
It's been great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
56 seconds left to play in the fourth. Trent up top, pounded by Harris. Van Vliet against Harden. Van Vliet, the pass to Achua, and it's good!
High IQ of Fred Van Vliet is why he's so good in pick and roll action.
All right, this is the first score. Come on, get down for your North Side team. Are you ready?
Durant finds Harden. Oh, gets the 3 to fall!
Such a clutch shooter. This guy lives for these kinds of moments and delivers.
34 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. Van Vliet outside. Pass to Mikhailuk. Back to Van Vliet. Trent outside. 4 on the clock. Oh, denied by Durant. And they foul intentionally. Now they're going to have to do that again. They're not in the penalty just yet.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
And an intentional foul right there.
Raptors foul. Fred Van Vliet.
Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker.
And let me throw out one of my favorite James Harden notes. He's the only player in history to score 30 points in a game against all other 29 teams in the league in a single season.
Ladies and gentlemen, your North Side crew. Let's go. Why we are the best fans in the NBA.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Mikhailuk. Can't knock in the 3. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
James Harden at the line.
First free throw is good. And that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both. And it's a 5-point game.
Well, you love a guy who gets himself to the line, takes his time, and makes the free throws. Complete professional.
This one belongs to Brooklyn. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. And, you know, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
And now let's check in with Allie LaForce with the player of the game. Allie.
All right, Joe, congratulations. A great defensive effort for this team tonight. Can you elaborate more on what happened on the defensive end?
Everybody was just locked in. We just did a good job executing the game plan, knowing personnel, flying around. We talked about just trying to be the grittier team, the tougher team. I think we were tonight.
Great mental focus by the whole team. Thanks, Joe.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Doris Burt, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. Now it's time to present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kevin Durant.